Hello, El Dorado County and the world. This is Sean McCartney with the Rotary Wheel once again. Excited to be here today with Mr. Dave Rogers. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Good to have you here. First, before we get going, just a couple shout-outs. Special thanks to Ron Thompson for obviously putting this together for us, allowing us to tell everyone about the good work that goes on here in El Dorado County with our local Rotary clubs. And also special thanks to the Foothill 7 crew. You guys did a fantastic job with our new set. Looks great. And so without any further ado, let's jump into this. Really excited to have Dave with us today. He's the brand new president of the Pollock Pines Camino Rotary Club.
That's correct.
So when did you take over, Dave?
I started 1st of July.
All righty.
First meeting.
Well, good deal. How was meeting number one?
Well, meeting number one was actually fantastic.
Well, that's good.
Because we had some students attend, and they gave some feedback on some of the programs that we have for them. So it was exciting.
Well, good deal. So why don't you tell me and tell the viewing public kind of a little bit about yourself and how you ended up with Rotary, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. I'll try and make it a short story.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. We got some time.
Because I do have a few years on me.
Well, that's okay.
So, I'm a geological engineer.
Okay.
Don't hold that against me.
I don't.
I can talk.
Talking's good.
Yeah.
So far, so good, Dave.
So far. I joined Rotary 5 years ago at the request of one of the Placerville Rotarians.
Okay.
And since I live in Pollock Pines,
Right.
I decided to move to the Pollock Pines Club.
Okay.
Because it was less of a commute.
Definitely.
And a smaller group, and even though I knew a lot of the people in the Placerville Club.
Well, the Placerville Club's a good group.
It is a great
I've heard
group.
that.
Yeah.
I'm actually involved in the Placerville Club. They're my group. But go ahead.
Fantastic. So I like the Pollock Pines Club. It's a small group. People are very friendly and very much involved in the community. And our mission, ever since the club was chartered in 1948 when I was 5 years old.
Okay. But you're not dating yourself.
No, I'm not dating. Anybody can do the math.
There you go.
But its charter was to serve the community's youth.
Okay.
And our mission today is to continue to be the best service club serving the youth of the community.
Fantastic.
And we do that through many different programs. Although we do other community services. For example, we sponsor and we organize and we manage the 4th of July parade.
All righty.
And
where's the parade run, Dave?
The parade runs on Pony Express Trail.
Okay.
Every 4th of July.
There you go.
And it happens, it's turned into be one of the largest parades, traditional parades, in El Dorado County.
I tell you what, there's something special about a 4th of July parade, and especially at a small town, right? I mean, it's a unique deal, and you can really see just the love of country and the love of family and the love of friends really comes out.
Well, you have kids, on the back of flatbed trucks, and you've got the lawn chair precision team, and you've got marching bands, and you got dogs running in between. And
well, the cool thing is, it could be 1953 or 2003, and it's still the same type of vibe.
Yeah,
so
it's just a wonderful event. So we do that, and we also do a lot of cleanup in the community, different projects. We support. We've had many grants with the library, the local library up there for beautification of their yards.
Well, I could speak firsthand for the support you provided my Boys and Girls Club. Our Pollock Pines site really does a nice job up there, serves a lot of kids, but the Rotary has been very instrumental in helping specifically our Pollock Pines site, and we appreciate that and appreciate the help you provide.
Well, good. Great. Yeah, because that's really our focus is the youth and the kids. And the rewards, and that's the reason I'm a Rotarian. I mean, the feedback that we got at a meeting 2 weeks ago was just tremendous. We had some of the students that had gone through RILA, which is the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy, and then Regal, which is the precursor to that, 8th graders.
All right.
The 8th grade leadership.
So you had some
Academy.
Regal kids as well?
We had Regal kids, and we had Interact.
Okay.
And so we had them come back and give some feedback to the club.
Super.
And the parents were there, and it was an amazing experience. I went around and talked to each one of them before and says, we'd like to have you give us some feedback, and you're going to be talking in front of adults, so don't be scared or anything. And, it's no big thing.
Yeah.
And I told him, I'll call your name up, and then you can make your presentation.
Okay.
So I did that with the oldest, who was the RILA student, Marcus, and he did a fine presentation. It changed his life.
Wow.
It was incredible. And his dad.
Is he from Pollock or
He's
Camino?
from Pollock.
Okay.
From Pollock Pines.
Good deal.
His dad said, when I picked him up after that 1 week, he was a changed person.
Wow.
He was just yammering on about all the things he learned, the leadership that he obtained. Just a fantastic experience. Just totally changed his personality,
Well,
and it lasted.
I'm so happy to hear that because I am, we did a show a couple months ago with Glenn Webb from the Placerville Club, and he's focused on the RILA and talked a lot about RILA and how life-changing it is. And so
Right.
for you to say the same thing, I mean, I think it just solidifies and brings home the fact that this is really a special and unique opportunity for the
Right.
kids that get to participate.
Absolutely.
Good deal.
And then we had a student from Interact, which is the Rotary youth group, it's a service group. They help us out doing service projects. And he was very inspirational too.
Great.
And none of these kids, I don't think they ever had any formal public speaking other than what they got in the program
Okay.
that 1 week session. So when it came to the Regal students, there's 3 young girls, young women, Jessica, Jenna, and Caitlin. And I won't say their last names because we don't have releases.
No, hey,
you know.
thanks for keeping us in Foothill 7 safe, my
Right.
friend. Appreciate that.
But anyway, what they did was absolutely amazing.
Okay.
They formed an oligarchy tag team.
Wow.
And the 3 of them got up and they asked very politely, can we do this together? I said, sure, go ahead. Do it
All right.
together. So they got up there, and Jenna was the first one that spoke because she had more poise than the other 2. And she just blossomed, and their segues and going into, they covered 3 or 4 subjects, which is great for public speaking. You
So they
don't
were
wanna
ready
do
to roll.
anything.
They had their...
They must have, it
Ah.
looked like they had practiced and polished this for a week, but they hadn't.
Okay.
You know, they just got together
Yeah.
moments before, and their presentation was awesome.
Great.
It just smooth as silk.
So you set your tone
And
pretty
these are
good.
12-year-olds.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Yeah,
I mean,
it was just wow.
until you ask a kid, you don't know, right? Until you actually put it, you say, look,
Yeah.
can you do this? And more often than not, they can. And it's pretty exciting.
And that gave so much to me for being a Rotary.
Yeah. So you
Being
joined
in
5
Rotary.
years ago. Are
5
you
years.
from El Dorado County, or did you?
I graduated from high school a long time ago.
Right.
When there was only one high school in
Okay.
El Dorado.
Oh, there you
El
go.
Dorado High.
So you
And
know
then-
this community.
I know the community, and then of course you go to college
Right.
and you do your careers, and we bought a second vacation home up in Pollock Pines
All right.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we wanted our kids to experience the rural environment,
Yeah.
and the skiing and the fishing and the hunting and all that stuff.
We can't beat it.
And so that's what brought us back to here. And then I semi-retired. I retired 3 years ago. Actually,
Okay.
I retired 3 times, but that's a long
I've heard that a
story.
lot.
It's hard to keep.
A lot
out
of my more mature friends, is how I'll say it, have said they're going to retire, and then they don't, and then they say they retire again,
Yeah.
and then they don't. So I don't think you're unique. I think that
Well,
happens.
and retirement is great.
Right.
I love it. It affords me to get involved back in the community, and I
Right.
felt Rotary was a mechanism to do that.
Well, we're biased here on the Rotary Wheel, but I think there is no doubt that if you want to spend some time and make a difference and make an impact in the lives of, whether it be children, whether it be grown folk, at the end of the day, the Rotary mission is so true, and it's so, it really doesn't deviate. It's good stuff. And that good stuff happens, whether it be in Placerville, Georgetown, Cameron Park, or El
True.
Dorado Hills and up
Yeah.
in Pollock.
It starts in local communities and it goes international. I'm interested because of my background in water
Yeah.
and water supply and purification.
I'm sure they could
and
use some of your
sanitation.
expertise in some of those international
I'm looking
projects,
at some
Dave.
international projects. But anyway, back to what we do with the kids. There's 2 main service projects that we have.
Okay.
One is is called Strikes for Scholarships.
All right.
And that's usually in March, late March. And I did invite anybody to participate in that because it's a great outing. People like to bowl. You don't have to be a bowler to
Right.
participate. We have bowling insurance. So you
Okay.
can actually buy your score.
So no matter what, you're going to
It
be.
just takes a little money.
There you go.
You're gonna,
Well, that's
you're
a
gonna
smart
win.
play because we
Right.
don't want to count on these folks knocking
Yeah.
down the pins.
And we have silent auctions and
Right.
raffles.
And so that's in March?
fundraiser. That's in March.
And people can get information probably on your website.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the other main youth-oriented program is Evening in the Orchard.
Okay.
And that supports the third grade dictionaries. And people say, I heard people criticize, well, kids don't use dictionaries anymore. They're all on the internet. You can get everything. No, that's not true. The kids, the recipients, the third graders that get those hardbound dictionaries, and these are substantial dictionaries.
All right.
They absolutely love them.
That's great.
The parents, the teachers, everybody's behind that program.
How long have you guys been doing the dictionary drive? That sounds pretty interesting.
We've been doing that for about 7 years
All
now.
right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So that Evening in the Orchard supports that and other mini grant programs that we have.
So are those your
for
two
youth.
major fundraisers then throughout the course of the year?
Two major fundraisers. We have smaller ones, but
Right.
those are the two major ones, and they contribute. We're able to provide scholarships for 3 to 5 students.
Great.
And of course, we also participate in the speech contest and the music contest.
Right.
And that's another rewarding experience to see these students.
There was a lot of talented kids from the Pollock Pines Club that you guys participated in this year, and the music contest.
Absolutely.
It was exciting to see.
And I've been, the old adage that public speaking is the highest paid profession in the world.
Right.
It is.
There you go.
Because people don't like to do it. There's not many that get involved in that field.
Yeah.
And to see somebody that is high school age that perform and with a poise and
No, it's impressive.
it is very impressive.
And these kids, it makes you feel good, about the future of our county. It makes you feel good about,
Absolutely.
the hard work that the families are doing with their kids and the teachers, etc. So, it's all good things. How many people are in your club right now, Dave?
We have 16 right now.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to.
What's your goal in your presidency?
Our goal is to add another 4
All right.
this year.
Good deal.
I have one in the wings.
Good.
And so I'm hoping that'll be achieved.
Well, I went and spoke to your group and talked about the Boys and Girls Club and about our capital campaign, and I will tell you that it was a great group of men and women, and very welcoming, and
Yeah.
you could really tell that you guys were there for the right reasons and just wanting to help.
For being a small club, I think we perform outstanding.
Yeah.
The amount of money that we raise
Right.
for students in the community is awesome.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, great. We're getting close to wrapping up, but I wanted to just kind of circle back. And so you mentioned earlier the focus of your club is the youth, and so I guess is there any special thing that you're looking to do this year as you take over the helm? Anything that you want to do differently, or just things you want to expand upon as you look forward to the 14-15 year?
I think the focus will still be on providing the scholarships
Right.
for the students, and also sponsoring the Regal and
Right.
the RILA program.
And when you say scholarships, that's scholarships for what in particular?
For academic and vocational schools.
Okay.
We consider both of them.
Super.
So out of the say dozen or so applicants, we'll pick half of those. Then at least one will be vocational.
All right.
One will be based purely on not only necessarily on grades but also financial need.
Good.
So we cover the whole spectrum, and these are straight A students,
Yeah.
most of them.
Well, that's exciting.
And some of them have gone through and had a life-changing experience, and just totally changed their grade point average.
Great.
It's just it's wonderful working with them.
Well, exciting stuff is happening up in Pollock Pines and Camino thanks to to the Rotary Club. And I just want to thank you, Dave, for the time. It's a pleasure
Thank
to
you
see you
very
again
much.
and talk with you. As always, I'm Sean McCartney, and this has been the Rotary Wheel. And we'll see you next time. And just remember, it's hard work, but it's our work, and we're here for the kids and the community of El Dorado County.
And
Take care.
Remember that the upcoming Evening in the Orchard is going to be held on 9/11, September 11th, on a Thursday night. Please attend. It's a nice place to relax, hear some good music, have some great food.
Couldn't say it better myself. Come see Dave in the Orchard. Take care, everyone.